Moving on, a series of powerful explosions shook the entrance of Bannu cantonment in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, followed by a barrage of gunfire. The attack, executed with an explosives-laden vehicle and suicide bombers, breached the military facilities' defences. Over recent months, the country has suffered the loss of numerous lives as terror groups relentlessly target both police personnel and civilians. The recurring assaults highlight the country's apparent inability to effectively counter the menace, leading to significant losses in terms of life and property. We have a report.
On July 15th, Islamist terrorists launched a deadly attack on a military base in northwestern Pakistan. A suicide bomber detonated an explosives-laden vehicle near the outer wall of a military facility in Bannu city, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, followed by insurgents opening fire. The attack resulted in the deaths of at least 8 Pakistani soldiers and caused significant damage to nearby houses.
जब सुबह नमाज के लिए हम उठे, फिर धमाके की आवाज़ें सुनी। ये पता नहीं लगा क्या हो रहा है। जब हम शहर आ गए और देख लिया कि ये कैंट में फायरिंग भी हो रही है, धमाके की आवाज़ें भी आ रही है, धुआं भी हम देख रहे हैं और उन धमाके से कारोबारी लोगों का जितना नुकसान हुआ है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि जिस दुकान के शीशे, इमारत है, ये काफ़ी सामान टूट गया हुआ है, ख़राब हुआ है कि वो दोबारा नया लगाना पड़ेगा और ये कारोबारी दुकानदारों का ये काफ़ी नुकसान है।
The terrorists targeted the base in Bannu, which lies near the tribal area of North Waziristan, a known hotbed of Islamist militancy close to the Afghanistan border. This province has seen a surge in militant attacks in recent years. In January 2023, a suicide bomber disguised as a policeman killed at least 101 people, mostly police officers, in a mosque in the northwestern city of Peshawar. The militant group Jaish Fursani Muhammad, a faction of the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, led by Hafiz Gul Bahadur, claimed responsibility for the Bannu attack. The TTP, also known as the Pakistani Taliban, is a separate entity but loosely affiliated with the Afghan Taliban. Since the Afghan Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan in 2021, TTP has intensified its attacks on Pakistani security forces.
Late in 2020, when Taliban took over Kabul, everybody was thinking that what a great victory that this has been for Pakistan, that they have fooled the United States, all the while supporting the Taliban. And a lot of people thought that this was a masterstroke by Pakistan, that they now have an ally to their west, which is completely under their control. That was an overstatement even then, and it has turned out to be a complete lie now. What they have got on their western front is not an ally but an autonomous body, an autonomous movement on its own, which will do what it wants to do, and it will basically keep on pushing Pakhtun nationalism wherever it finds. So that's what has happened.
In 2021, Pakistan supported the Taliban's takeover of Kabul, urging the global community to work with the Taliban and provide aid. Pakistan stood alone in backing the Taliban's return to power in Afghanistan. However, Pakistan's stance shifted as it sought the Taliban's assistance in combating the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. The TTP, sharing ideological alignment with the Taliban, aims to establish an Islamic caliphate by overthrowing the current regime. Pakistan hoped the Taliban would control the TTP, but the reality on the ground has been different. Despite Islamabad's expectations, a United Nations report revealed that the Taliban are generally sympathetic to TTP aims. Besides supplying weapons and equipment, Taliban rank and file, Al-Qaeda Corps and AQIS fighters assisted TTP forces in cross-border attacks. Afghanistan under the Taliban continues to be a breeding ground for terrorists, and Pakistan too bears responsibility for the growing terrorism in the region. Islamabad cannot solely blame the Taliban rulers for promoting and sponsoring terror organizations like TTP, as it is also accountable for the escalating terrorist activities that pose a significant security challenge in the region.